Sai Ram. There is something I have been sharing with all of you for such a long time. I feel bad when I don't see you realize the importance of what I say. So one more time, this is to reiterate, reaffirm something I have told you all the time, and something that is not coming from me, which is coming from Baba side. Baba always said that just say Sai Sai, it will take you over the 7 seas. Baba said, take my name, it will cleanse you of the sins of speech and hearing. Baba said, my name is so powerful, it will burn away your baggage, your karma. How much time do you spend saying Sai Sai? And if you do, is that enough? I want to share a story which I read recently and it really reached my heart. I thought I must share with you. There was an elderly man who was a very different human being. He had never done any good in his life. He had never helped anybody. He had never done one small act of love or kindness ever. On the contrary, he was known to have hurt and harmed people. He was known to have sinned and created a lot of discomfort for others. Now this man was on his deathbed. He was critical and he knew his time had come and that he was going to pass on soon. Very, very critical. At that time, he suddenly thought, a lot of people say that taking God's name helps, I've never done it. And he had some friends who were Vaishnavites and they would always keep chanting Harinam, Harinam all the time, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So he thought, what is the problem? Anyways, I'm passing on, nothing is going to change. I can always say Hare Krishna before I die. So he called his servant, who was the only person with him. Everybody had disowned him for being so bad and bitter. And he told the servant that I see these people chanting. They have this japamala in their hands. Will you go and bring me a japamala? The servant has been serving the man for many years. He was shocked. He looked and said, Master, you want a japamala? You will do japa? He said, don't argue with me. I have just heard that it's good to say Hare Krishna. I also plan to say it. Just go and bring it. The servant went to the market. In the meanwhile, the old man died. He did not get the time to chant and get the japmala in his hands. Now at the time of death, from Yamlok, the Yamdutas came, Yamraj and his group of people. When the Yamadutas were standing there, they were very shocked to see Vishnu Duta standing on the other side. Very, very shocked. And Yamraj said to the Vishnu Dutas that, how come you are here? You only come when a saintly person dies. This man is a sinner. We have checked his records before coming. He has done nothing good in his life. How come you're standing here? And the Vishnu Dutas said, no, we've been sent by the Godhead to bring him to his abode, to Vishnu's abode, because just before dying, he invoked Vishnu. He said Hare Krishna. Can you imagine the value of just taking his name once? That is the strength. I get gooseflesh as I say this to you. If in one time, and this is not a story that I'm sharing, this is in the Bhagvatam. I'm sharing something which is supposed to have happened zillions of years ago. Many, many years ago, this has occurred. It's happened. It is part of this, somewhere part of your scriptures. This is the power of taking name. The name that is all purifying, all powerful. So in the entire day, make it a habit. Don't look for time. You don't plan and take God's name. Oh, I will sit for 1 hour, I'll sit for half an hour and chant. Just take his name. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just go on chanting Sai, 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 Sai. Fill yourself up with Sai so much that there is no space left inside you for anything else. And whichever God you believe in, whichever God it may be, take his name, love him, and believe this. When you hear this story, understand the depth of it, and now take the name differently. Take the name with more faith, more belief in your Lord, knowing that with every time your jiva, your tongue takes the name, magic is going to happen for you. All the very best to you, and let us continue chanting Sai Sai, Sai Sai, Sai.
Sai, 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 Sai.